Hey, Grube, wildmantraining.com. Just got done a good workout. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the bag, 30 seconds off for 20 minutes, 10 rounds. As hard as I can for that time. I would say I'm hitting it probably 85%, 90% of what I could actually do. Power shots, body shots. Finished off with 5 rounds of 6 inches. The exercise, raise your feet off the ground, keep your legs straight, 6 inches. And I held 2 20-pound dumbbells, 40 pounds over my chest in another isometric type hold. And I did that until, so it was 5 rounds of that. So total workout, 30 minutes. Good workout in the hot box here. Anyhow, what I want to talk about is, I've talked about this before, that men need to be men today are more liability than assets to their family. And I say this all the time because if you really think about it, men who are married, the wives should be expecting their men to be the strong one. Should be the one going out there and doing the bulk of the fucking lifting. Okay? I know a lot of men up here, at least that I've known, aren't like that. They want their wives to do 50-50. Plus, they want their wives to take care of them, make them food. Plus, take care of the fucking kids. That doesn't work good long term. And if it does, the woman's a fucking dummy. Okay? Unless she's a stay-at-home mother, you know, maybe he needs to fucking pick up the fucking pace and start helping out a little bit, you know, because at this point he's a fucking liability. She doesn't need him. If she's doing more than him, why the fuck does she need him? Number 2, so many of these men don't take care of themselves, and they spend time calling off work. They love being laid off. They hurt their backs. They spend more time laying around than doing anything else. And how is this an asset? This is a liability to the family. The more medical insurance, the more medical bills, it becomes a liability. Some reason people don't see this. Now, I have a lot of people say to me, well, and it's a stupid comment, and I believe it. You know, when somebody says, oh, you could die at any time. You're right, nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. Die of a stroke, aneurysm, at any time, okay? But I want to know, and I want my family to know, and they do know, that I didn't put myself in that situation that I'm aware of, okay? Eat well, don't drink, don't smoke, don't do any drugs, none of that stuff. I do the best I can. And if it happens, it happens, and I'm probably just going to fucking die, and all they're going to have to do is bury me. I'm not going to spend time probably in a fucking hospital, being taken care of, on racking up the bills, so it's passed, so the bills are passed on to the family. It's probably not going to happen. I hope not. So anyhow, I know this guy. I work with him, and he's about 60, I believe now. Smokes a lot. Told me at one point that he drank 20 gallons of store-bought iced tea a week, which we all try to figure them numbers out. It's fucking, it's tough to do something like that. I don't know if he actually did or does that much, but I know when I've seen the trash cans down where they work, they were filled with these fucking iced tea containers, the big trash cans. Even if he did one a day, it was fucking bad. Anyhow, man winds up with cancer. And I said to a guy I was talking to, I would just quit at this point. He goes, well, he can't because of insurance. I'm like, wait a minute. He's getting medical care? I'm like, why would he get medical care? He told me once before, you got to die of something. So people only care about, they only say that because once they get to that point, all of a sudden now they want to live. Now they want to go through the medical fucking treatments. Why would you want to do that if you spent your whole fucking life destroying yourself, killing yourself, when you knew that this could happen? So you want to go and spend all the fucking money, get all these hospital bills for something you may have been able to avoid if you just had better habits. Now, of course, you know, I hope this fucking guy beats it. But then, my thought is also to these people that get this second chance. What do they do when they get the second chance? Say he's cleared of the cancer. And I've known people that have gotten up to 5, and you can get 5 bypasses. I thought you could only get fucking 4, but there was a dude I knew that got 5 bypasses at one time in his heart. And he did his job for quite a while. And next thing you know, he's back at the Wendy's drive-thru getting fucking fast food. So it only happens for a little bit, and then people go back to their old ways. Why? They were so afraid of dying that they had to get fixed. Okay, because they wanted to live longer, only to go back to the bad habits that they chose to do. So they become, again, a liability. And at what point does a family not have a problem with this? I've known many people like that. Just recently a guy told me he had a heart attack. I asked him what he's doing. He goes, oh, my wife's got me on this diet and everything. And I say, what about your smoking? Well, I haven't been able to quit that. Why? What the fuck? Quit the smoking. Start walking. Do some exercise. All right, you got kids. You got a wife. Do they not matter? And that's where I talk about being selfish. People say, well, I can live my life the way I want. Well, you shouldn't live the life the way you want when you have other people counting on you. Okay? And if you don't have a wife and kids, let's just say you're a fucking single person who's got parents. Does it make sense to become an alcoholic? Does it make sense to be a fucking heroin addict? Doesn't make sense to me, because yes, it's your life and you should be able to do what you want. But now, should your parents care about you? Should your parents worry? If that's the fucking thought, that it's my life, I can do what I want, then that should absolve the parents of any fucking liability, any interaction with you or the person, because you chose that. They did not. They didn't raise you that way. You decided to do that. So why would the parents or anybody, brother, sister, have to deal with it? Why should they have to help you out of something that you got in by yourself? See, I disagree with that. I think, man, if that's your take on life, then you're in it alone. You got in it by yourself, you get the fuck out of it. Okay? Just my thought. So, I've said it before, be a fucking asset to your fucking family, not a liability, because no one has any respect for the man that becomes the liability.